Hey, I'm Rochelle Greer. I'm a garden designer, writer, and the founder of PITH and VIGOR, a new garden publication that I hope you'll support. A number of things have fed into the idea of PITH and VIGOR. Through creating Leaf magazine, as well as writing my upcoming book, Cultivating Garden Style, I've come to realize there's a huge community of gardeners who would love to see something new and interesting. We need a media outlet that shares all the great stories and adventures of a gardening culture in a way that's exciting, that builds community, and that encourages a budding interest. It needs to be beautiful, and it needs to be modern, and it needs to be local, because all gardening is local. This is why we're launching PITH and VIGOR. We want to be an information hub for a growing community. Get it? Growing. The newspaper format will allow us to get creative with art, design, and large layouts that will help us capture all the big, beautiful things in a garden. The newspaper also moves us beyond the idea that we need something else on our coffee table. I don't need anything else on my coffee table. Don't get me wrong, it'll be pretty enough to be on your coffee table, but any scrappy gardener knows that there's about 1 million uses for a newspaper. In fact, every issue of PITH and VIGOR will share an idea for reusing the paper itself. In our first issue, we'll follow a group of software engineers who've joined in the world of giant pumpkin growing contests. We'll get masterful advice for creating handcrafted terrariums, and we'll have stories about turning an old log pile into a beautiful mushroom and woodland garden, as well as growing camellias and then making tea with their leaves. There's even a challenging crossword puzzle where us horticultural enthusiasts can test our nerd knowledge. We've taken inspiration from the hyperlocal edible publications, and like them, we will aim to celebrate regionalism in gardening and support small local businesses and artisans. Our design and editorial inspiration came from the likes of magazines like Lucky Peach and Modern Farmer, and newspapers like those done by Design Sponge. We love how these publications use illustration, art, design, and clever writing to bring out the spirit of their subjects. Our core team is made up of myself as a CEO and editor, Leslie, a graphic designer who's been working on newspapers and magazines for more than 20 years, and Tom, a startup guy who's making sure we're setting up this newspaper for sustainable growth. There are lots of ways that you can support the launch of this project. We have some fantastic giveaways at higher donation levels, but at the very least, a $25 donation will get you a 1-year subscription and access to all of our stories both in print and online, and our most heartfelt gratitude for joining us on this adventure. Thank you.